So I'd like to discuss supplements that can increase testosterone levels for men, say age 35 through 59.
All right, let's dive into it. So, when it comes to supplements that have some solid research behind them for boosting testosterone levels in men, a few that often come up are vitamin D. It's not just great for bone health, but there's evidence that it can support healthy testosterone levels, especially if someone is deficient in it. Zinc, this mineral is crucial for overall health and has been linked to maintaining normal testosterone levels, particularly in men who not have a deficiency. Ashwagandha, this adaptogenic herb has been shown in some studies to help reduce stress and potentially increase testosterone levels as a result. Fenugreek, this herb has compounds that may help boost testosterone and improve libido. There's some research suggesting it can have a positive impact. And D-Aspartic acid. This amino acid is involved in the production of hormones, and some studies suggest it might temporarily boost testosterone levels, especially in men who have lower levels to begin with. And of course, there are a bunch of other supplements out there that people talk about, so feel free to ask about any specific ones, and we can break those down too.
I'm going to ask about a couple other ones you didn't mention. Tongkat Ali. I've heard through several podcasts that it has the ability to increase testosterone levels. I was curious, is there any research validated behind that?
Yes, there is some research backing up Tongkat Ali's potential to boost testosterone levels. A few studies have found that it can indeed help increase testosterone, especially in men with lower levels or those experiencing age related declines. Some research also suggests that it can help reduce cortisol levels, which can have a positive effect on overall hormonal balance and stress. So it's definitely one of those supplements that has some promising evidence behind it. Let me know if you want to dive into any other supplements or have more questions.
Yeah, and one of the supplements I take has that, and it also has Fagota Agrestis, and I find it to be very helpful. For everyone listening, I'll put a link to the one I actually take in the description for you guys. But it actually raised my testosterone over 100 points, and I get my testosterone checked at Ohio State's Medical Center, so it's a legit hospital that checks it. So I went over 100 points between the ages of I think 47 and 48.
That's a really impressive increase. It's always great to hear firsthand experiences, especially when it's backed up by proper testing at a reputable place like Ohio State's Medical Center. It's interesting how different supplements can have such a noticeable impact, and it's always great to share that info with others who might be looking for similar results. If you have any other questions or want to explore more about these supplements, I'm here for it.
Yeah, one other one I want to talk about is creatine. I know it doesn't increase testosterone directly, but I would assume indirectly, if it's allowing you to have more successful, more energetic workouts, more intense, that it would indirectly increase your testosterone levels because you're lifting heavier weights and doing more work. Is that the case?
You're absolutely on the right track with that. While creatine doesn't directly increase testosterone levels, it does help improve workout performance, strength, and muscle mass. That increased workout intensity and muscle growth can indirectly support healthy testosterone levels over time. So, in a way, it helps create the conditions for your body to naturally optimize testosterone production. It's definitely a solid supplement for overall fitness and performance.
And the two you mentioned in the first, we're going to go to the list now. So the two you mentioned in the list, the first two, I believe it was vitamin D and zinc. Are those only effective if you have a lower level of vitamin D or zinc, or are they actually effective if you're up to par, say, for your levels of zinc and vitamin D in your body?
That's a great question. So, both vitamin D and zinc are definitely most impactful if you have a deficiency. If your levels are low, supplementing can really help bring your testosterone and overall health back into a good range. However, if your levels of vitamin D and zinc are already optimal, then adding more probably won't have a significant effect on testosterone levels. In other words, these supplements are most beneficial when they're correcting a deficiency rather than boosting levels beyond what's normal.
Okay, I think the third one you mentioned was ashwagandha. Can you give me some information on that and what possible percentage you might be increasing your testosterone if your age is 35 to 60 and you start taking that?
Ashwagandha is quite a fascinating adaptogenic herb with a good amount of research behind it. Studies have shown that for men between the ages of 35 and 60, ashwagandha supplementation can lead to about a 14 to 15% increase in testosterone levels. This increase is often linked to reduce stress and cortisol levels, which can have a positive impact on overall hormone balance. It's also known to improve energy, stamina, and even mood, which can contribute to overall well-being. So it's definitely a well-rounded supplement with some pretty solid benefits.
Yeah, that sounds pretty significant. What about the fourth one? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's like Fenugreek.
Yeah, you got it pretty close. It's pronounced fenugreek. This herb is also known for its potential to boost testosterone levels and improve overall vitality. Some studies have shown that men taking fenugreek can see an increase in testosterone levels by around 10 to 15%, which is pretty significant. It's also known for helping with libido and energy levels. So it's definitely a popular choice for men looking to support their overall hormonal health.
Okay. And the fifth one, D-Aspartic acid. What kind of percentage can you get off that? And is there any more information you could give me?
D-aspartic acid does have some studies showing a notable increase in testosterone levels, particularly in men with lower baseline levels. In some studies, men saw around a 30 to 60% increase in testosterone over a period of about 90 days. However, the results can be inconsistent, especially for men who are already resistance trained or have normal testosterone levels. In some cases, higher doses of DAA have actually been shown to reduce testosterone levels, so it's important to find the right balance. Overall, it can be effective, but the results might vary depending on individual factors. As always, it's best to consult with a healthcare professional before adding it to your routine.
Thanks. So I would assume the best way to do this would be to try like ashwagandha, then fenugreek, then D-aspartic acid individually for about 90 days each, and then see how your results are, see how your mood is. Even your clarity of thought has to do with testosterone and estrogen as well. So that's my thought. What are your thoughts behind that?
I think that's a really smart approach. Trying each supplement individually for about 90 days is a great way to see how your body responds and how each one impacts your testosterone levels, mood, energy, and even mental clarity. And also helps you identify which supplement works best for you personally, since everyone's body can respond a bit differently. And you're absolutely right. Testosterone and estrogen balance can influence not just physical health, but also mental clarity and mood. So giving each supplement a fair trial period can definitely give you the best insights.
Can you please create me a spreadsheet with 3 columns for the viewers and myself? The first column would be the 5 supplements that you mentioned initially, as well as the ones that I added in, such as creatine, Tongkat Ali, and Fagota Aggress. And then the middle column, make it the discussion summary that we've had for each one. And then the third column, can you make it possible testosterone percentage increase?
Sure thing. Here's a quick breakdown of that spreadsheet for you and your viewers. Or supplement discussion summary, purportedly possible testosterone increase. We have vitamin D, supports testosterone if deficient, overall health benefits, only significant if deficient. Zinc, crucial for hormone balance, beneficial if deficient, only significant if deficient. Ashwagandha reduces stress and cortisol, improves mood and energy, around 14 to 15% increase. Fenugreek supports libido and energy, helps with hormone balance, around 10 to 15% increase. D-aspartic acid can boost testosterone, especially in those with lower levels, around 30 to 60%, varies. Tonkat Ali reduces cortisol, supports testosterone levels, moderate increase, varies by individual. Fadogia Agrestis, emerging evidence, anecdotal support for testosterone boost, limited data, potential moderate increase. And creatine indirectly supports testosterone by improving workout performance, no direct increase, but supports overall fitness. So this should give everyone a nice snapshot of what each supplement does and the potential benefits.
Okay, and that's pretty much all I have. I can personally attest to Tongkat Ali and Fagota Aggress. Again, I'll leave the description or the link in the description for Amazon. There's a plenty of other ones you could choose from too, so this will just point you in the path of which one you want. Creatine indirectly definitely improves the workouts. It's the best supplement they've created in the last 20 years, hands down. And it also improves mental clarity. Like I definitely see a lot of clarity in my thoughts from creatine. So as you get older, you're not thinking quite as well as you used to. So give it a try. As for the other ones, I'm going to give them a try as well. I think that's all I have. So if you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, talk to you guys later. Thanks.